Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Let me stable this. Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. I know you guys are tired of hearing me ask for you to do that, but it does help to keep me alive, man. And if I'm not here to serve you guys, just do it at the beginning of every video. Just hit the like button. Let's talk about crypto, man. Crypto has crypto tanked. Crypto went into a crypto winter on Wednesday. It just tanked. We all know by now about what's happening with a stable coin that was not bagged by the dollar, the 1-for-1, the US dollar, right? So this other stable coin, you guys could look at all of that. And let's just face it, Janet Yellen was correct, right? When she said we need to regulate these stable coins. So regulation is coming. There was a run on crypto, and everybody, was pulling their money out, and it caused fear across all of the stable coins, and it caused fear across all of crypto, and it just tanked, right? It just tanked. But what I want to tell you guys is this. And, is it good? Is it going to be a rug pull? There's even FUD about Coinbase. The CEO had to come out and said this was standard operating procedure. There is no bankruptcy, and what he said was correct. It's just a lot of fear in crypto right now. But what I did was, when I was live the other day with Keenan and Mo, actually, I'm going to play it for you. This is what an exercise I had everybody to do, and I challenge you to do this. Hey, Mo, can I get us to do a class assignment?
Yeah, hit it up.
For everybody that's following, including us three gentlemen. So I got my portfolio up. Everybody grab their phones and take your watch list on Coinbase and snap pictures of these prices.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
I know where you're going with this.
Yep. Everybody just snap pictures. I'm scrolling and I want everybody to snap pictures, right? And when we stream next, in the next 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks after that, let's come back and visit these, because my thing is, what have we learned, right? I personally think that this is a overreaction. Like it's selling off too much. And so I'm not telling anybody to go and start buying right now, but I'm just saying, let's do this as a case study. But in this market right here, I would be in the sure enough going to be around in 10 years coins.
Yeah.
Right. I would be in the, you already know, I would be loading up on, I'm not telling you guys to load up. If we knew that this was the bottom, I would be buying Ethereum. Right. Solana, Cardano, Polygon. You guys already know Mana, Decentraland, Tezo, Matic, Polygon. I would just be XRP.
How about Bitcoin?
Bitcoin? And Bitcoin. At this price, 28. Right now, at the time that we're talking, it's 28.6. Bitcoin.
Yep.
It's
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And it's the fear. So what I'm going to say is, it's hard, but this is the time, Mo, and I hate to even say it, this is the time we should be buying, because it's low.
I agree, Larry. We don't tell you what to buy and sell.
We can't.
But I'm telling you right now, Mrs. Mo and I have had a deep conversation about it's time to start putting a lot of money. And I had a lot of dry powder. And I've been, and some things are way oversold. And some of the crypto you name, in my opinion, is way oversold. Some of it is way oversold. And this is the time, I used to say on my page, this is when you just got to hold your nose and do it. Now, at the time that you're seeing this, I don't know what crypto is. But I don't care if it goes back up 50 or 60%. I'm not going to dump everything in right now. I'm just going to DCA, and I'm going to DCA daily with crypto, because it has
it has aggressive moves day by day, 20, 30, 40, 50% in a day. And so a lot of people think, hey, the coast is clear. You know, I would rather take the safer route, okay? I'm not trying to chase the bottom. I'm not trying to chase the top, okay? There's another video I want you to listen to. I'm going to play it on the way out. Listen, we have to stay the course. What have we learned? Guys are going to hear me say that. What have we learned, right? Don't FOMO. Just like I didn't panic sell, but I'm also not going to turn around and FOMO and dump all of my money in and say this is the absolute bottom. We don't know. But what I can tell you is if you're not in this for a minimum of 5 years, then you're missing it. You're missing the whole point of building generational wealth. So I just want to encourage you guys to stay the course. All right, good people. I love you guys. And we're going to stay on here. All right. Listen, continue to share my page with family and friends. Tell them that the market has come down so much. Now it's a good time for you to start studying the market and being ready to get in the market because it's come down so much. Yeah, it could come down a whole lot more, but signs are showing that 80% of the times before we hit a recession, that we actually hit all-time new highs. There are some analysts think that the S&P will hit an all-time new high now before the recession comes, all right? So there's plenty of money to be made, good people. And what we're doing is we're swing trading. You already know we're swing trading crypto in Webull, right? So download that if you don't have it. But whatever trading platform you have, I'm looking for another partnership with crypto. I've been asked by just about every company out there, but I want what's best for you guys. And I have one that's interesting, okay? But then when it comes to stock, we're cashing up with that Moomoo link. Download that Moomoo link, put a minimum of $100 in there, and we're going to continue to make money, good people. I love you guys. You have a blessed weekend. Listen to this back and forth from CNBC because there's a lot said in there and there's a lot I agree with, all right? Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.
We are in the exact midpoint between the prior halvening, which is when the reward to crypto miners gets cut in half. That was May 2020. The next one is May 2024. It's May 2022. And typically in that midpoint, things get a little slow, which is what's happened. Now you add to volatility in the stock market, the recent correlation between the stock market and crypto, and then, a stable coin collapsing. And I think crypto's fared pretty well.
So to home in on the stablecoin piece of the puzzle more specifically, I mean, TERRA USD, as you mentioned, it collapsed, it imploded. It's tied algorithmically to its sister coin, the Luna. Unclear what happens with that now. Tether might be back tied to, which you co-founded, tied to $1, but we did see that fall briefly below $1 at one point this week. Walk me through what this means for stable coins, not only in terms of increased regulatory scrutiny, but also in terms of the health of this market, noting that something like Tether, for example, is backed by actual assets.
Yeah, and that's the key point. So without getting too deep, there's 3 types of stable coins. There's stable coins like Tether that are backed 1-to-1 to $1 or a marketable security. Then there are stable coins that are also backed, they're collateralized by another crypto. Those have tended to do pretty well because they're over collateralized, maybe 1.5x. And then you have uncollateralized stablecoins that use an arbitrage mechanism to keep them stable. Those are experiments. And the biggest experiment, Luna, collapsed. So I think there'll be some reticence going forward to rely heavily on uncollateralized stablecoins. But Tether, it's at $80 billion roughly in assets. It did drop, I think, to about 95 cents instead of $1. I think that was pure just panic selling. And now it's right around $1 again. Tether has weathered the storm. Of course, it was the very first stablecoin. And I think it makes sense to people because it's easy to understand. For every Tether, there's $1 behind it. That's an easy thing to understand. Luna did not have that. Luna was like a death spiral bond where, it was pegged to another crypto. And as that crypto lost value, they had to produce more crypto. Yesterday, there was maybe 30 billion Lunas. When I started looking at it, by the end of the night, there were 7 trillion or so Lunas. Yeah. And that's when it all stopped. So I think stable coins that are collateralized are very useful. They're the most traded cryptos on Earth, and they're essential because anytime you do arbitrage, you need one side of the trading pair to be stable. And I'd say they've worked pretty well. But these experimental coins, they have a lot of work to do.
Okay. So it raises questions about just how speculative the crypto asset class more broadly is right now. Do you see this, given the fact that it is still pretty young and early innings in terms of cryptocurrencies more broadly, as part of the market shakeout and flush out, if you will, that happens with a new asset class? Or do you see this as a reflection right now of just how risky some of these coins and some of these assets are in general, as we've seen this explosion within cryptocurrencies?
Maybe all the above. Cryptocurrencies are much more volatile than any other globally traded asset class. That's been borne out over the last 10, 11 years. Having said that, if you look at something like Bitcoin, while it's volatile, in I think 2 of the last 11 years, it's finished in the red. The only other asset that has performed better than that globally traded asset has been U.S. securities. So on a longer time frame, it's done very well. But in the short term, particularly around every 3 weeks, if you break it into that increment, it's incredibly volatile. It can move up and down 10, 15% in a 2-week period, 3-week period. It's not an asset that you should be, holding money in if you need it in the next year. I tell everyone who asks me, if you're going to put money into crypto, you should have a 5-year holding period. If you need it within a year or two, it's probably too risky of an asset. And it is an experimental asset too. There's not just one crypto, Bitcoin or Ethereum. There are thousands and thousands. And a lot of times they are innovations that are being applied, and some of these don't work out. So it is definitely buyer beware, but the advantages of blockchain and of cryptocurrencies in terms of ease of settlement, full transparency, low cost, and just strictly innovation is so high that I think it will be fine. We will weather these shaky markets. Whatever happens in the traditional markets, assume it's going to be 2 or 3 times the bumpy ride in the crypto market because it's young and it's a smaller market.